Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Gary Carlson. I'm a health researcher and I make videos on all manner of health, including longevity, supplements, diet, nutrition, and now male breast cancer. So if you saw my last video, you'll know that I discovered a lump, my right pectoral muscle, about 2.5 weeks ago now. And I went for some imaging. I had a mammogram and an ultrasound, and it turns out that they were not able to rule out the possibility. They can't confirm it with that. So today I heard back that I in fact have a biopsy scheduled for 1 week from today. Today is July 16th, 2025. So hoping for the best, fingers, toes, every other appendage crossed. What's the purpose of this video today is to just say the things that go through your head when something like this pops up in your life and you're faced with something serious that could potentially be a mortal incident, if you understand me. And I have found myself, even though I'm not confirmed and I don't know what the eventual outcome is, the possibility is it could be benign, it could be not, anything that's that serious, could be controlled with surgery, chemo, whatever, if that's what it is. But you do start to reflect, you start to review, and the first thing that goes through my mind was, what did I do to myself? Was it this in my past? Was it that behavior? Was it exposure to such and such? There's no way of knowing. The likelihood is that it's some genetic predisposition or something like that. There's no way of knowing, and the reality is that it does not matter. So if you face something like this in your life where you have a diagnosis or a potential diagnosis, something like that that's coming up for you or has come up for you, the whys do not matter. That's wasted mental energy, and it's stressful because you end up spinning in your head. You start to ruminate about this kind of thing. Rumination is a bad thing. Rumination comes from the term, like cows that have extra stomachs, they ruminate, they chew their cud over and over and over, they go over and over and over it. We ruminate in our minds. We try and think our way out of things. We try and protect ourselves from what could potentially happen, or think, oh, maybe I should have done this. And what's done is done. It does not matter. And so that's what I'm dealing with the last couple days, is just thinking like, did I do something? Did I cause this to myself? It doesn't matter. So I've tried to stop that, to quell that, and just use mind techniques to just completely stop that thought process. The other thing that's interesting though is that beautiful things are coming up. I'm just in the middle of a trail run down here on the waterfront, and as I was coming down here, I passed there's a park up here where people hang out and sit in the sun and play music and that sort of thing. And there was a guy there playing saxophone, and he was playing the song "It's a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong. And "It's a Wonderful World" is a fantastically moving, beautiful song. If you haven't listened to it lately, or if you've never heard it, please check it out. It can be an extremely moving thing to hear that song at the best and the worst of times. But the other thing that came up today was, how much time have I wasted in my life? How much time has anyone wasted in their lives? Playing games on your phone, twiddling your thumbs, watching TV, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with any of those things. It's the amount of time. Is that a focus? Do you spend your time getting drunk? Do you spend your time, instead of being productive and interacting and engaging with people and doing positive things? Because you never know, there is an end to everything, right? At some point, you're on play, boom. No dress rehearsal. This is our life. That's a line from one of my favorite writers, who actually died of brain cancer several years ago, Gordon Downey from the Tragically Hip. Rest in peace, brother. So what's the point of this video is just to say that it's interesting what comes up as this kind of thing unfolds. I have had, brushes with my own mortality before through other health-related things and so forth. This is a little bit different, so on some levels, and I don't know why. I guess because I am actually expecting a positive result. I had a phone conversation with my doctor today, my GP, not my, oncologist or whatever, and she just basically said, hey, I'm really sorry about the bad news. It does look like they suspect breast cancer. And when your doctor says sorry about the bad news, you kind of go, right? So she could have phrased that a little more elegantly and just said, here's what's going on, da 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 da. I'm not faulting her. It's just, it's some people didn't have different ways of discourse, conversing, whatever it is. But, the thing is, I'm in exactly the same place I was before that phone call of not knowing and thinking, yes, of course there's a possibility, or they would not be sending me for a biopsy. So just to update, if this is the first video you've seen, please watch the one that I made 2 days ago. I will drop a link. 2.5 weeks ago, I found a lump in my right breast, right here, just above the nipple. And men have some breast tissue. We have some ductal tissue, things like that. Men can get breast cancer. It is a 1 in 726 chance, roughly. So men out there, or females, or please check your partners, check yourselves, tell your boyfriend or your brother, your dad, whoever it is. And of course, the number one predisposition is risk factor is having a history in your family, direct family, mothers, sisters, cousins, grandmother, that sort of thing, right? Very close blood relatives. So if that is the thing in your family, you are at much higher risk. There are other risks. Please watch my last video or check online for more of those risks. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. And I am going to continue with my run on this beautiful, sunny, hot day. So thank you for watching. I will be updating every couple days. And take care. Thank you for watching, and be well.